Hey, howdy do, I'm Ruth3, and welcome to my GTA 5 chat show. Today we're analysing 3 of the new screenshots that were pretty much revealed onto the net sometime. I think I'm going to say yesterday. Depends when you're watching this video, really. Of course, that changes all the time. But either way, they are quite nice, and I'm going to do them all in one go because there were only 3. Now, believe it or not, there are 12 that I haven't gone through and done, I think. There may have been... There's a few. I think I did the Trevor trailer the other day, and there was some controversy going on in the comment section, basically saying I don't do this in-depth enough. I'm not an in-depth channel, alright? Well, I kind of am. I was. But at the moment, it's just kind of a fun thing. I have fun doing this. I'm trying to make this entertaining. That's what I'm about, you know. You can find stuff everywhere, alright? Really, this is just my take on what I see. So, that's what I want to put out there. It's not the GTA 5 news I'm sticking out there. It's my take on the GTA 5 news, so that's kind of where this channel differs from the other. So, you know, hopefully you like that. I'd like to think you do. I don't want to make too many changes in a way where I'm, you know, changing myself just so I can please people. But either way, let's get straight into these, you know, these screenshots. First one. Trevor seems to be in a Sabre GT. Alright, we've seen this in GTA 4 and all that. A very nice car. I didn't enjoy it too much simply because it didn't handle very well. And I know that's probably not the point of the vehicle, but I quite like being able to at least control a car when I'm playing GTA. Hopefully they've changed this for GTA 5. I'd like to think they have, because they've said about the vehicles being less boat-like, kind of more rooted to the floor. Hopefully that will make this car much better than it was, and it will make it a lovely, you know, vehicle to drive. It looks nice anyway. I mean, it did look good in GTA 4. Trevor's there. I'd like to say maybe this is something he's doing for pleasure. I mean, if you're taking a car like that, if you see where he is, you know, he's in a very, very nice position, and it's kind of a nice part of the map by the looks of it, with the trees and the open road. I'd imagine he's doing this for fun, and if I was to take any car out like that, it would certainly be the Sabre GT, provided they've got the handling right. Because I mean, some of the muscle cars in GTA 4, you'd literally turn the wheel just a little tiny bit, and it would just go out of control. I mean, that could make for some funny stuff, but when you're after driving properly, it doesn't really work. So I like that screenshot. I really do like that car. I did like it a lot. Anyway, let's have a look at, you know, Franklin here. He's on a Sanchez. I'm certain that's a Sanchez now, and there looks to be an FIB Ranger, one of the two, out on the back right there, and, you know, seems to be some cops getting out. He's obviously in some kind of cop chase. I'd like to think that's a copper car of some description in that bush out there, so maybe you can drive through bushes now. Imagine that. That would be pretty good, don't you think? Cops coming out, looks like they're having a bit of a shoot at him, and it also looks like, you see the fella in the white there, it looks like he's not in uniform, so that would be quite interesting to see coppers that aren't in uniform as well. One thing I want to point out is how this vehicle's handling. Alright, it's a weird one, okay, and it looks to be like a very, very good improvement, right? When GTA 4 first came out, the motorbikes were alright. You had the NRG 900, Sanchez, and the Freeway, and of course the good old Fagio. Well, the NRG 900 and the Sanchez, they didn't really... The animations weren't quite right. They handled okay, but the animations kind of... They weren't on par. And then when, you know, the 2 DLCs came out, they were, you know, sort of refined, and it looked good again. Well, it looks like he's going round to the right here, if you were facing sort of the way he's going, alright? But you'd also see the wheels turned the opposite way. That's called counter-steering, and that is a real thing. You know, that does work. I do ride motorbikes occasionally, and that's a real thing. So I'd like to think that's what's going to be going on in GTA 5. If Rockstar have got that down to a T, that would be good. I'd like that a lot. Having to do some counter steering. I mean, that would make things really quite interesting if you were to get on a bike, and it might mean having to learn the entire mechanic over again. But either way, it does look like an improvement that could have happened. All right, so you see how I'm going in depth here, how you know, this could change features of the game and what's going on, how it happens, and all this. I like it. I do like screenshots. I really do. They show a lot. Anyway, the next one here, we've got another. Looks like another Sabre GT. I made the mistake of thinking it was some other vehicle. I mean, there were a few. You know, muscle cars in GTA 4, but of course this does look like a Sabre GT with Franklin, I'm going to assume, breaking in. I like the window animation. We've seen that a couple of times now. You can see the liquor sign up the top right there, and I don't know where it is. Liquor Market and Auto. So perhaps he's near an auto shop, or yeah, maybe he's near an auto shop. I'm not sure. I know for a fact that you can buy businesses outright, and I'm going to assume that car sales and car dealerships are going to be there in some fashion. I don't think he's nicking from a car dealership here. Just looked like a car that's parked at the side of the road, but it just shows that he's nicking it and whatever. And he also looks, like he's he's having some having a good time doing that. I don't know why he'd want to nick that. I really don't. I mean, maybe it's just something that someone's asked him to get. I really have no idea. But just to recap, that's the first Sabre GT, lovely looking car. And you've got Trevor there. He's going off on the big mountain drive. I like that car. I really do. There's something to be said about that. It looks very low as well, like a very low profile vehicle. Franklin on the Sanchez doing a bit of counter steering. I'm sure that's what you call it. I am certain of that. I hope I'm right. I don't want to be caned for saying the wrong thing. Wrong thing again. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this breakdown, my take on what I see on the screenshots. I would like to just reiterate that once again. This channel's about my thoughts to everything that comes out. It's not necessarily everything that comes out as quick as possible and as in-depth as possible. Sometimes I see things and I just don't mention them because I want you to go ahead and find them yourself. I don't like the idea of giving you absolutely everything because then you've not got anything to take away for yourself. Before, when I did the whole speculation and ideas type videos, I'd throw an idea out there, but I wouldn't say that that's what's going to be in the game or that's definitely how you should be thinking, because you've got to make up your own opinions. That's just how it is. I like the idea of being a sort of a community focused channel, not it's what it is. Hopefully it's a good approach. I'd like to think it will be an approach that will be successful sort of in September and that, because I plan to do a lot of videos. I mean, I turn 18 the day after GTA 5 comes out. I plan to do some drunk Trevor GTA, so that should be good. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'm kind of wanting to get in the swing of things again. I know I have been a little lackluster in terms of producing content recently, but that's another video entirely. But yeah, thank you very much for watching up in our Rule 399. Enjoy your weekend, because it is of course now Friday. I think I'm going to go and open another beer. And yeah, catch you in a bit.